GM's commitment to the hybrid vehicle programs and Challenge X in particular has just been incredible. I'd say DOE has been working with them very well, and the integration between all the different people, the sponsors, everything, to put on an event like this just shows like commitment throughout the entire process.
GM has graciously opened up their proving grounds to this competition, and we've been very fortunate to be able to operate at two facilities, both the Desert Proving Grounds and here in Milford. And they've also been very gracious in providing a GM mentor, and he's allowed to spend a little bit of his time to help us and guide us a lot of the questions that we have about our vehicle and some of the tests and operations that we'll be going through. And he's been a really good asset for us to have. He's really helped us and kept us on track, and he's just been very good.
General Motors has been an excellent host, you know, all the way from all the things they donated to us, just trying to get these hybrid vehicles off the ground and get them running. They've been invaluable. Our mentor has been, we wouldn't be here without him, without the help he's given us being a GM guy himself, and it's just amazing. You have guys that are coming by, stopping by, and they're all enthusiastic about green technologies and hybrids. And I think really the cool thing is just seeing how far up it goes. When Rick Wagoner came the other day, and he was here, and he just loved spending time with the students. I thought that was really cool, and he was really excited not only about being with the students, but also with what we were doing with their technology and their hardware. I think that this competition really shows that GM is looking more than just 5 years down the road. They're looking, you know, 15, 20, 30 years down the road and saying, what do we need as a viable transportation solution, not only now, but, you know, how long will it last, kind of thing. So I think it's really exemplary of GM's commitment to this technology and the people that work on it, too.
General Motors, and we like to call them Generous Motors, has been an incredible support to us. Our GM mentor is always there. He's giving us heads ups for maybe rules changes or advice on how to build the product. For example, this year we had to reach 99 buy-off, where General Motors and Department of Energy are having these vehicles evaluated to a very, very tight criteria. Our mentor happens to work in the noise and vibration area of General Motors, therefore his input was extremely valuable. But I think some of his best value added as far as our team is concerned has been here at competition. Just helping out with the rules, communicating with the organizers for us. Always there saying, hey, don't forget about this, don't forget about that. This is coming down the pipe, this sort of thing. And as a team leader who's also trying to do the same thing, it really, really, really makes my job a lot easier to have a very experienced person like that helping me out.
GM has committed a lot of resources to the Challenge X competition. It really means a lot to myself and my teammates. We really enjoy everything that GM has done. It's a great opportunity to work with some cutting-edge technology and gain access to their proving grounds, which really seems like a big playground to us. So.
I think General Motors has taken a step in the right direction by expanding their hybrid program and also supporting things like Challenge X.
General Motors and the Department of Energy have made a serious commitment to improving the transportation technologies in our society. And the investment that they have made in the students and in this vehicle project are bar none.
We are so excited to be involved with General Motors in this competition, largely because a lot of us want jobs with General Motors. Not all of us are about green technology, not all of us are about hybrid vehicles, but all of us are about cars, and all of us are excited about sustainable mobility. Everybody on this competition wants to drive cars when they're in their 50s or 60s, and we will do what it takes with General Motors and the Department of Energy to ensure that we can all have the personal freedom of personal transportation in the future.
General Motors and Department of Energy have both been amazing sponsors for putting on this event. They've worked a lot of money, time, and used a lot of their staff, which is by far the biggest resource we have, to pick their brains with. Our GM mentor, Kevin McFadden, has been a great guy, always there answering some tough questions, some pretty obscure questions for us. General Motors themselves using this facilities have been great, and learning how to do their vehicle development process since year one has given us key insight into the automotive industry and developing these cars.
We really look forward to seeing General Motors
hybrid systems. We're really looking forward to seeing General Motors plug-in hybrid systems. I'm looking forward to being able to buy plug-in hybrids. This is a very exciting time in the world of automotive engineering, because we have a chance to really change the way the automotive engineering paradigm exists. I'm really excited about the fact that the Department of Energy and General Motors has allowed us the opportunity to work together with industry to learn this great engineering experience.
Wow, General Motors has been really supportive in terms of our team, because we had some technical difficulties at the end of year 2. The team kind of fell apart, and we had to regroup and come back together and start building this car up. So we fell about a year behind on the development process, and we never made any deadlines over the last year. So technically speaking, the GM guys should have cut us out of the competition and eliminated us, but they've been supportive. They've given us second chances. They've given us whatever we needed every time we called them up and said, hey, we need this part. We've got it immediately. Our mentor has been very helpful. And even the last few months when we ran out of funds in our college, the guys were very generous enough to allocate out-of-pocket expenses for me and my teammates, because we were using our credit cards to buy parts for the last couple of months. So GM has been very helpful. They're very committed towards the effort, and we're all very thankful for that.
I think GM and Department of Energy, they all get a lot of good technology, good ideas about component interface and control systems, where stuff should be located or installed, different methods like that, just basically to get the most efficient package and what makes it most consumer, what would be most pleasing to the consumer.
General Motors has actually been great in all of this. They've put up with us. We've kind of been one of the straggler teams. We've had some issues, but they've helped us. They've sent our mentor down real often, and our mentor Chris Graham has been great. He's always really helpful, and the facilities here are just outstanding. Absolutely surpassed my expectations in everything. You know, we need a bolt, we go get it. We need a part, they hunt it down for us. And the pit runners are amazing. They've made it come through for us. We've done more here in 3 days than we did in the last 3 weeks, and we were working day and night for the last 3 weeks.
Well, we heard about a year and a half in to this fuel cell Equinox integration that GM was actually coming out with 100 of their own fuel cell Equinoxes. And so when we heard that, we thought, well, that's great. You know, we'll have a benchmark, a gold standard to judge our work against. And so it's been really fun in the last few days in Milford, seeing some of the GM prototype Equinoxes driving around, comparing notes with some of the engineers who are working on this project. So the General Motors engineers have been really excited about our project too, also because they've seen the same challenges as us.
Yeah, GM's been great, and the Proving Ground facility is awesome. I've never been at a facility like this that's so diverse and has so many great things that we could do here. So yeah, being able to test and all the tracks and everything, it's really good, and GM's been great with that. So
GM has done a lot for helping us not only to learn for ourselves, but also to further our careers. At least with me, I am working for GM, an internship, and then we have some other team members that are also doing that, as well as one that's a new hire, a permanent hire.
Personally, I'm very impressed by GM's commitment to Challenge X and to sustainable mobility.
The commitment that General Motors and Department of Energy has shown in this competition this year and in past years is a tremendous improvement of what's driving the auto industry. Their ability to research and train young engineers in the technology and the prototyping is not only benefiting the environment, but the entire auto industry.